Good morning. Welcome to Riches for My Britches. My name is Josh. It's May 29th. I'm already in a little trade here, just kind of warming up for the day. I'm buying down here off of this support, looking for a 5-minute double bottom basically. But if we break through this, then I'll probably get out of this. As we come down here, I saw some buying down here happening. So, yeah, a little red to start the day, but I'm looking to bounce off of this support level down here. We have a high of 274 up there at the VWAP. It's 15. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this chart loaded here. Okay, there we go. So you can see the 5-minute here. This might break down. Looking for this little support to hold. Nope, not holding. I'll sell some of that and see if we bounce maybe off of this level. Let's see if we hold it. It's 250. But I don't know, the fact that we broke it, not good. So there may be something better to trade. I haven't really looked yet. I know this one has news. So the low of that candle here is 250. I really don't want to hold if we break 250, so I will sell. And then I'll go look and see what else we have. And wait for this one to do something different. Because now that we've established a 5-minute downtrend, I'm not sure I'd want to keep holding this as it's dropping. So we got a lot of buyers at 250. Let's see if we can hold. Starting to try to break through. I'm going to go ahead and get out. See the buyers going away there. So, all right. Get my chair set up here. What are the chances we bounce off of that 250 level? I don't know, but it's a lower low on the 5 minutes, so I'm going to wait on that one. And let's see what else do we have here. CHWY. It's earnings. Yeah, I'll go ahead and load up CHWY. I don't like that I'm down $8 already to start the day. That's almost close to my halfway to my max loss. I was really loading up on this one because I thought maybe we were going to get a bounce up to the VWAP, and would have been nice. So I hate starting my day like that. So that was CYTA I was just trading. It's our second leading gapper. CCG is our... Oh, look at CCG here. So I'm going to go ahead and load that one up too. I don't see any news on CCG. It's got some volume on it. Got to be careful here. I don't want to take a big loss, but I might enter this one here, CCG, on this pullback. Just take a starter position on it, just a quarter of a position. See if I can slowly work my way back to green here. This one we have resistance up here, 237, 249, 252. It's 15-minute consolidation. Looks like CHWY is breaking higher, but I don't know. It looks pretty extended. Up at $19. So what did I do here? Okay, so I added a second position to CCG off of the VWAP. And now let's see if we get that 1 minute higher low. It's the VWAP. There's a consolidation zone here that we broke out of. Low of that candle was 215. No, yeah, 215. And support is down at 213. Sold half of that for a small loss. Saw the support going away, so I thought I'd... Oh. A little late on that one. This one's pretty thickly traded. Also in CHWY here. It's coming up to 1950. Small size on it. It's a nice move up into the 75 area. I'll just take the profit on that while I'm up on it. This one over here, I'm going to get back out a half of that again. Just lower my risk. Yeah, okay. So 0 for 2 on 2 stocks this morning, but I am up on CHWY. Cancel that limit order. There she goes, breaking down. $2 down there. Maybe we see some buying at $2. Oops. Well, I kind of missed it. Okay, I got in at 203. Low of that candle is 198. I have a couple of limit orders on SYTA down here at 225, 224. Take a chance here on CHWY. I call it CHWY, CHWY. Three trades at once here. I'm going to get out of CHWY. I'll get out of this one over here too. Just pay attention to SYTA. See if we bounce off of 224. I'm in it with two positions. Half a position, basically. 2 quarters is a half a position. So that 224 level is the breakout spot back here. Let's look at the 1 minute time frame on that and see what that looks like. Okay. $224, $219. That's that entire zone right there. See what kind of a bounce we get, if any. Also CHWY here, I don't know. I think it needs to consolidate more. Having said that, I went ahead and got in. We're holding 1925. The spread is really tight, so I felt comfortable getting in at 1926, but I'll exit if we lose that. Nice recovery on CCG. There we go. Now we're getting a little bit of a move there. 1925 is where my stop loss is, right down below this support. I don't know why. Didn't really have this zone marked out. Should have had it marked. So that entire zone, we came down into it. Uh-oh. CHWY. I'm not sure if it's going to go here. Might have been just a momentary bounce. I should take half the profit over here on SYTA, so I did. Just in case that one wants to keep on dropping. Not even 5:30 yet, and I'm already in the heat of the battle here. Not going to hold 204. Thought we might hold 204. Uh-oh. There we go. Back in at 204. Oh, okay. That was bad timing. I haven't even looked at some of these others yet. BNAI. Pulling back. GVH. Light on volume. Really keeping an eye on CHWY here because it might, if it breaks 1925, it could be a big flush. So that one seems like it's got more dropping to do. I'm down 1020 already. A lot of selling at 221 on SYTA. Better not play around with that. JagX, no, thank you. Oh, okay, 221 broke. And CHWY, getting ready for volatility on that one way or the other. Careful of a bear flag here. Hitting that resistance up here on this one. All right, we have a new 5-minute candle. It's an inside bar. So we have 1, 2. This is the third inside bar on CCG. See GVH over here. That's one of those tricky ones. I don't know. That's one that could just freaking like reverse all of a sudden. You take a huge loss on it. Kind of like this. It's not letting me. And now it's too late. Finally let me get in it, but it's too late. No, I don't need to be taking a big loss here. Coming down more. Just not catching the good moves. What do you think? Should I stop, take a step back? Oh, that's what I was afraid of on CHWY. I gotta be careful here. I'm getting so close to my max loss that I may not be able to trade the open. My max loss is 20 and I'm sitting at 1765. I think I'm just gonna, I like the pattern I'm seeing on GVH. I don't know if it's worth it. Got a really tight spread right now. Buy that little... Tried to buy that little dip. Right there at 261. This one could be hard to get out of, though. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to take a break. Gather my thoughts. Try to just shake this off. Hopefully I don't hit my max loss. I don't want to have another red day today. But if that's what happens, I guess that's what happens. So I tried multiple times on SYTA to catch the bounce here off of this support level, then off of 250, and I don't know, just kept taking losses on it. It's not an uptrend, so, you know, I'm playing reverse trend. And this one I caught a nice move initially on it on the way up here. Then tried to play this consolidation area, and it just really flattened out. And then we got the drop that I was worried about. And of course over here I bought the breakout, and I knew I shouldn't have done that. I was in it down here like multiple times and just kept getting in and out, in and out, in and out, taking those small losses. And then this one, I've seen these too many times where you get the big move up and then it just kind of fades. I thought maybe there was a chance we'd bounce off the VWAP, but we didn't. So I'm red across the board on everything I've traded this morning. I was green on CHWY with that big drop. Unfortunately, I wasn't watching it at the time it started to drop like that. I took a loss. So here we are down at $2. It's tempting to want to take a trade at $2. I see a lot of sellers on the ask at 201. And I don't see a whole lot of bid support on the book. I do see some at $1.99 there. Just don't know if I want to... I mean, how much profit could I possibly get out of this? It's a downtrend. And this one, I mean, it looks like it wants to go, and I'd like to jump in that, but I'm gonna have to wait for some kind of a quality setup, something that's trending up. I've been trying to do reversal plays, and it's not working for me, and now I don't have much wiggle room left here to play around with these reversals. The reversals I like because while a lot of times I'll take a lot of losses trying to get into a reversal, but when they finally start to go, they can be very profitable. So, but if I wait for an uptrend, try to play some pullbacks on an uptrend, that's a little more high probability. This one here is moving up, but it's an inside bar right now, so we've got to get over this high of the last candle of 281. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Roll the dice. This one's down at $2. It's probably a good place to get in for a bounce off of that $2 psychological, but plus you got all this, you know, zone. This is a whole zone here. Well, like I said, you know, I'm playing a downtrend, and I just don't think that's a high probability trade right now for me. And CHWY is an uptrend. This one looks good for a possible reversal. Got to get above VWAP. Nice consolidation here. If this one turns around and breaks back over these highs, there could be something there, you know? Because right now it's a 1 minute lower highs, double tops, stuff like that, lower high. What we need is a higher high. Because we got lower highs, but the bears aren't getting much follow through. What time is it? We got 1 minute left. I'll take one more stab at this. And see, that's another problem with this stock. It's very hard to get in and out of. And very slow to fill. I might take a small loss here, but I'm going to take a chance that this thing moves up and breaks through 276. Low of that candle is 260. Let me see, it looks like it wants to do it, but will we see the buyers step in here and make it happen? So my absolute stop is going to be down here at 256. Which is about a 40-cent risk. So now we have a new 5-minute candle, and we certainly could pull all the way back to 256. We have a higher high with no follow through yet. The daily time frame on this one, a lot of room to work with. This is a recent IPO, and we have a high, all-time high up at 550. Big sell-off, so probably some bag holders on this stock as we're trading. There's not a lot of resistance, but I'd be wary of bag holders. This one, does GVH have news? Holding shares. It's an acquisition. Now we have QBTS hitting the scanner. So it did a nice job of holding its level here, but we shall see. Kind of weird. And CCG breaking out here now. Changing its 5-minute trend. Got to get over the VWAP. Potential add spot on the back test of that ascending line. I didn't add though because I don't want to take a huge loss. Just gonna have to slowly try to work my way back to profit. So my average is at 263, and I think if we come back down to 263, I'm just going to get out for a break-even trade. It's a nice pattern setting up on GVH. Just kind of slowly grinding higher. QBTS trying to break out over here. I don't know, it's grinding. Is it going to do what CHWY did? How it was just kind of like almost sideways and then dropped? What are we going to do at $3 here? There we go. I went ahead and just took the small profit on it. I need to take a little break before. And I mean, here's the pattern that I was looking for earlier. This little double bottom breakout off of $2 out of that consolidation zone. The ideal way to trade this would have been you get in here, put a stop loss down below 193 and wait for a while, but I can't use stop losses pre-market. All right, well, I'm $3 away from my max loss, so let's see what happens as we get close to the open. I'm gonna go take a break. Okay, back again. After getting close to my max loss here, it's a little discouraging. It's going to be very difficult to come back from this today, but it's not impossible. It just depends on if we get some good action in the market. This one here is still trying to hold up. But the thing is I don't see a whole lot of support. On CHWY, I see some support down in the 1870s, but there's not a whole lot to go off of. I think GVH, you know, I almost bought it here, but I don't know, volume's kind of light still. It's just in a consolidation zone. Tightening up, volatility coming. This one is showing, so SYTA does show 100,000 share buyer at $2. Okay, so GVH, man, it just feels so slow today. You know, I'm just not sure today's gonna be the day for me. This one's up 63.5%. Volume here super light. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to trade anymore pre-market. I'm going to clear all my trading windows out. I'm going to start over kind of new here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of look at these, break them down one by one. I've got about 20 minutes to go till the market opens. So GVH, I'm going to clear out the lines on it. We'll see if there's something that possibly we could trade here coming into the open. GVH, I don't see any news on it. Today is the 29th. Actually, I do see some news. I think Globevend Holdings announces MOU to acquire Top Logistics. Okay, I do see that on Thinkorswim too now. All right, so the GVH does have news. What does the daily time frame look like? We'll start there. We're trading up at around 350. This is the one that's an IPO. It's got a daily level all the way up here at $5.50. Bag holders comes to mind on this one. A lot of people that got in up here at the IPO, they might still be holding, looking to sell as this thing bounces. So we may meet some resistance there. 15-minute time frame is an inside bar. We had a major daily level here. We got over at 205. And you can see that came into play. We broke through that. I don't know that we pull back to that level. And I would be more interested in the short-term level of 209. So there is that. Smaller time frames here. Let's mark out our pre-market high on this one, up at 340. And we do have a support down here short-term at 243. Volume is declining on this consolidation as normal. That's usually what you will see. If we break 243, that's a pretty good support to break. We'll be looking down at 209, 205. GVH. So it has news. 6 million shares traded, 3 million in the float, and the price this is all good stuff here. And the gapping up 54%. So it's got all the criteria for a stock that could make a move, but it depends on what we do here and how far it sells off. And if we're going to find support down here at a lower level, we see it breaking down now below 243. Our next leading gapper, CCG, is up 49%, 18 million shares traded, 21 million in the float. So the float, it's getting close to rolling over on the float. $1.99 on the price, a little on the cheaper side. It does have news on that one as well. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, the chart never loaded. Now it loaded. One second. I want to look at Lucy. Oh, look at that. Does that one have news? I don't see Innovative Eyewear. Is that Lucy? LUCY. Innovative Eyewear launches Eddie Bauer Smart Eyewear with ChatGPT. No kidding. I'd get that. That'd be cool. I love technology. That one's making some nice moves. So it made a move all the way up to a couple days ago. It made a move all the way up to, let's see if I can get my tool to work here. $1.13. It's a pretty impressive move. And right now we're trading at around 50 cents. So that's way down here. 200 moving average overhead. Big red day yesterday. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, about that one. But it does have news on it. I'll come back to that. Those penny stocks, I don't often make much on them. So back to CCG, our second leading gapper. This one coming down to that support. Clear my drawing set here. We'll take a look at what we have. So it's trading at around $2. This one's kind of beat up. This is recent IPO as well. Gosh, made a high all the way up to $200. We're coming. So it opened at 1086 on this day and made a high all the way to 200. Jesus. Crazy. But ever since then, it's just been selling off. Big gap up here. Made a nice run, but sold off. So it's coming down on the hourly into a support zone. Smaller time frames. This one's got some volume. It's pretty thickly traded. Lots of volume on that. Rejecting off that daily level. We have a high of pre-market up at 252. And our opening high was up at around 178. What is this one? TCEHY. That's an interesting ticker name. 9 billion in the float. Wow. Well, CCG, I'm not sure. I'm going to load it up, though. It's our second leading gapper, so just trying to find which one are people really going to be watching. BNAI, third leading gapper, down, up 49% as well. 4 million in the float. I'm sorry, 14 million in the float, 4 million traded. It's also a cheaper stock. And I see the news on it. I don't know what it means, but it does have some sort of news. And we're up over the VWAP here now. BNAI, look at the daily. Trading up at around $2. This one here, also a recent IPO. What is up with that? So we're well below the 200 moving average. And 196 is that daily level there. 281 is our next resistance. And 574. Smaller time frames. Well, let's go back here first. So the hourly, just kind of looking for an hourly lower high on this one because we pulled back so much. But 239 is the high of pre-market. So now the smaller time frames. We had our 5-minute trend change. So it is basically a 5-minute uptrend currently as we're grinding towards the high. Volume came in here right around 608. So I'll go ahead and load that one up on a chart as well. Our fourth leading gapper, SYTA. I also traded this one. 16 million shares traded, 3 million in the float. It's also cheaper at $1.94. It hit a high of $3. Let's clear out these lines. Daily time frame. Big red day back there. So this one here has a history, it looks like, of gapping up and selling off. You see this gap up, sell off, gap up, sell off. Do we see any gap ups that actually held? I mean, here's a small one. I had a big gap up, move higher, but then sold off. Most recently. And we're just kind of trading down here at the lows. I don't really know that I really even want to trade this one. Does it have news? It says it's trading higher after the company announced that it received an order from the City of Lancaster Public Utilities Department or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to take a stab at this one now that we're over $2. With that big volume coming in. No, better not. Wow. So that puts me down. Oh man, I'm getting so close. Screw it. You know what? It looks like it wants to go. So I'm going to go ahead and see if it wants to do it. Resistance up here though. 218. See if we can get through 218. There it is. Okay. Went ahead and took the profit. That's great. So now I'm back down to only at half my max loss. That was a nice trade. Probably could have held it. See if we're going to get through the high. So BNAI with its news and nice breakout. Like I said, we had that 5-minute trend change back here, and volume came into it right at 608. The one thing I don't want to get caught in here, though, is a flush. Okay, let's take a look at what else we have. There's 10 minutes to go till the market opens. SYTA is the one I was just looking at. And I don't really want to trade that one further. I just don't like the way the trend looks. It's pretty beat up. And the news was weird. ASTS is our 5th leading gapper. It's only up 18%. It's got a large float on it. Candle ranges are very small. 3 cents, 6 cents on the 5-minute candles. That's pretty small. I don't know that I really am interested in this one. And it looks like it got a $100 million commitment from Verizon Communications. I mean, it has good news on it. It's trading up at 650, so it's coming up to a daily resistance here. But I just don't like the float. Now, that doesn't mean it won't move. How much? This is that daily resistance up at 671. Only 5 million shares traded out of 124 million shares in the float. So like some of these candles on the daily, it only moves $1, you know. So yeah, I could make a little bit on it, but I think I'm going to leave that one alone as well. Even though it looks bullish. Further down here, this one, light on volume, cheaper stock, larger float, not really interested. QBTS, same story, not interested in that one. IMVT, I think it was, I don't really see any news on that, but same thing on that one too. Although it's a higher price stock. CHWY, it's got a higher float. I have made money with this one in the past. 3 million shares traded. Does it have news on it? Stock soars as profit. It's post earnings. Okay, so we got earnings on CHWY. There could be something there. I mean, I don't mind CHWY so much. I mean, I'll load it up on the chart. We'll see. We'll see what we get here. CHWY on the daily time frame, we're sitting up at $20. I already got some levels marked out here. 1896, 2071. We're looking up at 2190, 2486. It is 15-minute consolidation. Looking for a 15-minute higher low. So CHWY looking good as far as the bulls are concerned, in my opinion. It's just a matter of where we're going to find support and make that next higher high on the 15-minute time frame. Smaller time frames here, so you can see it's a 5-minute downtrend. We're looking to change that trend back to the bulls to know that we have set a temporary bottom. Oh, these lines on Thinkorswim, sometimes they just don't do what I want them to do. Okay, there we go. So a bit of a falling wedge, and that can oftentimes mark the bottom of a move as we come down to the VWAP. So I don't know. Okay, 5 minutes to go. There was Lucy as well, but you know, being that it's a penny stock, I'm not sure. I mean, it's a cheaper penny stock. It's also been consolidating. Nice consolidation here down to the VWAP. That's it's nice looking. I'll keep an eye on Lucy. Maybe if there's nothing else to trade, maybe there will be something there. So I'll keep that on my watch list over there. Okay. Let me see here. GVH finally finding some support here. CCG still pulling back. There could be a trade here on BNAI right out the gate if it doesn't break out first. Let's go ahead. I'm going to get rid of this line. With our high up here. Maybe I'll look for a trade, a pullback to $2 in the VWAP area there. This one here is breaking out. CHWY. Why? I don't know. So maybe it found its bottom here. Broke out of that downtrend line. Trying to change the 5-minute time frame. I'll leave that line there for now. We might pull back to that area. So the breakout spot on this one was right in here. 1 minute to go. I hope this one doesn't go here before the bell rings, because I'd really love to get in it on a pullback. All right, we're ready to go. Less than half a minute. Five seconds. Man, nice breakout on CHWY over there. So I'm looking for BNAI to break out over 229. Let's continue this 5-minute uptrend. Big drop on BNAI. Well, I don't know. Not the move I wanted. Uh-oh. Oh no, I hit my max loss? Oh, I thought I was getting into some good trades there. Dang it, I hate it when that happens. Well, I was just in too many positions at once. So that's how I'm going to finish my day, down 20 bucks. But gosh, that sucks because look at Lucy. So I got into CHWY right there. And looking for that next move up. GVH, let's see what it ended up doing. I pulled back more. So, and then CCG. Came down into that support. You know, I think I kind of screwed myself there pre-market and just ended up not giving myself much of a chance. So that's 2 days in a row my max loss system is working, and I'm really happy about that. I'm not happy about losing, but yeah. So now that I got the max loss system working for sure, now I can focus on getting better at my trading. I was never red today. Negative 20.93. That's my low, negative 20.93, and my high was 0. So I got myself a 2-bar pullback here. And unfortunately, it drops my average down to $8 a day, and I really want to keep it at 10, but that's okay. Still up 115, and by the way, I needed to change this because 293 is not correct. Anyways, I'll do that later. Today, I think I overtraded, looking for bounces that actually, I want to open this back up because I always forget to do this. What I need to do is go to the full screen, and that way you can kind of see exactly these are each one of these are 1 day of trading for me. And of course I had this big day here when my max loss system wasn't working still, and over the weekend I got it working, and so it's worked twice for me. Had 2 red days in a row. Price action's been a little on the choppy side, I gotta admit. Let's take a look at CHWY again here. There it goes. So, you know, I got into CHWY right here, and look at the move that it's making now. So this is the one today. It's got the earnings, and CHWY usually is pretty easy to trade. But my focus was so spread out at the beginning, I didn't get this dip here. Instead, I bought up here, but then I hit my max loss on the other stocks. So GVH, let's check that one again, see if that would have worked out. Yeah, you know, not so much. And the other one was CCG. And that one's selling off. So it's a good thing my max loss system worked for me, because I might have ended up going down further with those two stocks. But CHWY, oh man. What a nice mover. Look at that thing go. So it broke out of this falling wedge. Remember, we were looking on the 15-minute time frame for a higher low. We didn't know where it was going to bottom out, but then we marked out there was a falling wedge here on the 1-minute time frame, and oftentimes that can mark the bottom of a pullback on a larger time frame, and it did. And then we broke over that, and everything else was history after that. Really nice move. I would have been happy just to trade CHWY, and that could have got me back to green. All right, well, 2 red days in a row for me. These red days, oftentimes they'll come in streaks, and if there's one thing I know from doing this in the past is that a lot of times I'll have 2, maybe 3 red days in a row, and then we'll turn it around and I start having green days again. And one more look here at Lucy. I want to see what it ended up doing, because I was thinking about trading it. Oh, nice. So 5-minute pullback here, and right at the open we had ourselves a little consolidation on the 1 minute, and then we held this support and just up. Nice move. SYTA hitting the scanner here. So that was one I really wasn't too interested in because of the chart and how beat up it's been. But yeah, it's putting in a bounce. Larger time frames here. See how much that pulled back. So found support down at 187. I played this one on the downtrend, trying to get a bounce going, and it just never gave it to me. Where did we find support? So okay, down in this area. I like to look for future reference. I think CHWY was consolidating, so let's go. I want to go look at it again. Consolidating right below a daily level, that's always a good thing. And oh, Neo's on the scanner, really? That's not Neo. Neo's down around $5. I used to trade Neo back in the day. But it's been pretty beat up too. BHBN, yeah. Yeah, I really thought BNAI might do something, and it still might. It's pulling back into this zone here. NVD. I don't think that one was even on my radar. One more look at the leading gappers. GVH selling off, so it never did anything, unfortunately. CCG. If I can get it to load. Selling off. So those two never did anything, but CHWY, let's see if it's now gotten over its high yet. Not yet, still consolidating. Big red candle there. So consolidating below the daily. Starting to see 5-minute consolidation. Finding support down around this previous breakout, this previous high of day. All right, well, that's going to do it for me. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye.